Okay, so it has been a little while since I've showed y'all how I hoop a garment using just the hoops that came with your machine. So I know I've been using the Mighty hoops a lot, and for the design that I want to do today, I'm just doing grams on this sweatshirt, but it's not going to fit in my 8x9 Mighty hoop. Now I could switch over to my 8x13, but I didn't really feel like moving the brackets out on my machine. So it will fit perfectly within this hoop that came with my machine. So I was gonna hoop it up this way today. So I figured I would take you along and show you exactly how I hoop up a sweatshirt using these hoops that came with your machine. So I've got my cutaway stabilizer cut to size, and I've already taken my sweatshirt over to the ironing board and ironed a crease line. So what I do is I just line everything up, fold it in half, smooth it all out, and then I just iron on the fold, which is going to give me a nice crease line for the middle to help me hoop it. The next thing I do is flip it inside out. Get my basting spray, my spray and bond. I get this at Walmart. You can also get it on Amazon. I believe Hobby Lobby carries it as well. This is the brand that I like, but there's other brands out there. I spray my stabilizer, not the garment. Flip it over and just stick it on to the sweatshirt itself. That is just gonna hold this stabilizer in place so that when I'm putting the back side of the hoop in, it doesn't move on me. And I know everything's gonna stay where it needs to stay. Okay, smooth it out again. Okay, now this hasn't been used in a while, so now I'm gonna have to loosen the screw a bit. Especially because the sweatshirt is a little thicker. Okay, so one thing that I'm more used to using these green hoops that came with my 1201 machine, but now that I have the mirror machine, the newer version, it came with these. Now these hoops are slightly different than these hoops. These hoops had this piece up here on the bottom, and I would always stick that in the sweatshirt and kind of have it popping up here so that I could see how straight it was. I also marked my center line on the top part of the hooping, of the hoop, but with these ones, they didn't have that marked yet. So let me show you really quick how I would mark this. I already did it on this side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my ruler, I'm gonna place it up here near the top. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, and I just have a Sharpie, it's like a paint Sharpie. And then I'm going to try to find where the center is. So I'm going off of 12 inches, and I'm making sure that this part of the 12 and this part of the edge are like cut in even dimensions, if that makes sense. So once I've done that and it looks good, then I'm gonna come up here and mark my center. So if I mark this correctly, this should all look straight on this bracket here. And I think that it does. Okay, so that's gonna help with that part. Now, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the printout that I made and I'm gonna place it. It's very hard to see that crease line on this sweatshirt that I made, but I can see it and I can feel it. So I'm gonna go, what I always do is like 4 fingers from the collar. You can go below the collar or right up at the top, just depending on the size of the design that you're doing. If it was just like a simple line straight across, I would probably go to the top of the collar. Because this is a beefier design, just in my opinion, probably right there. Okay, so then when I have it where I want it, I pin it. All right. Okay, so this is all gonna help me hoop it straight. Making sure since I just did that, make sure that's dry. Make sure your screw is loose enough. You're gonna go up in the sweatshirt. Okay. And then, get this tag out of the way. Okay, so I can see my little crease line. All right. Okay, and then I can see that it's still lined up with the crease. So then I just push it down. And that's it. And then if it's not tight enough, you can come in here and tighten the screw, but this is feeling pretty good to me. And I can still see, actually I think I want this slightly higher, but that's okay. I'm gonna take off anyways because I'm doing a glitter vinyl on it. So if you've seen some of my older videos on doing this type of applique, I like to put my vinyl on before I stitch anything, because then the outline stitching and the tack down stitching is just going to give it that extra hold, so I'll be able to rip this off more cleanly, if that makes sense. Okay. And then I know that the vinyl's in the right spot because I have my printout. Okay, and then I will put a pin on either side of the vinyl as well. So when I pull this pin out to take the printout off, the vinyl is still going to be pinned in place, and I don't have to worry about putting my fingers in there, because you know, I ain't trying to go to the hospital with no needle in my finger. Okay. I know my printer didn't print the end of that S, so don't let that mess with your eyes. All right. That's it. Now it's ready to go on the machine, and I see that I hooped it upside down. But that's okay. It doesn't really matter. I can throw this on the hoop this way as well. It really won't make a difference. Usually I try to make sure this notch is on the top of the hoop so that my machine's coming in this way, but I really wasn't paying attention this time, and that's perfectly fine. So the machine's gonna come in this side, and I'm just gonna have to flip my design, but that's no problem for me today. All right, so thanks for watching how I hoop this. I'm gonna get this on the machine.